Canada Nurseries has been here for 60 years. I am third generation and was started by my grandfather and my father. We now have the fourth generation in the business.
I think my dad put me to work when I was 13, so yeah, I've worked here since I was a kid. I am the head of safety here. I do the first aid department. I manage the safety committee.
When I first got involved in the business, safety was not even on the radar screen. What really came to the forefront for us for safety was WorkSafe BC changed the rules that eliminated the farm part of the overall health and safety program for British Columbia. At that point in time, we looked at it and said, well, we're going to have to do something, and that's when my daughter got involved and totally rewrote our safety manual, bringing it into compliance and developing the safety committees and all of those sort of things.
At that same time, we were working with FARSHA, the Farm and Ranch Safety and Health Association, and they kind of said, you know, we should probably update your safety manual because a lot of legislation has changed with agriculture.
Agriculture is the third most dangerous industry in Canada. So we spend a lot of time with hazard assessments and then risk assessments and trying to identify, well, what if that happened? What could we do so that can't happen?
On a tree farm, you think, oh, it's pretty basic, but it's amazing how many different things you really have to have in order and think of. Everything from forklifts to bobcats, skid steers, the big tractors, even the trailers, all the chemical handling. So we need to make sure we have proper storage facilities, proper handling procedures and disposal procedures.
A lot of agriculture is family-based, and the way of doing things is passed on from generation to generation. Engaging the employee is probably the most critical factor. So rather than directing a worker to do things a certain way, if they can come up with a joint conversation, they're far more likely to follow through with that.
They don't want to get hurt. We don't want employees getting hurt. No one wants to work for a company that they feel don't care about them. They should feel comfortable and not feel that they're being put at any sort of risk.
The most common injury that we have is repetitive motion. As a nursery with trees, we do a lot of pruning. So someone who prunes in their garden and that sort of thing, they prune a few trees. My guys will go out and prune 100,000 trees. They can be handling trees that are from 250 to 2,000 pounds. When one of those trees is swinging around, moving around, that sort of thing, they're either digging it or handling it. The opportunity for someone to be injured is quite high.
Injuries impact individuals in different ways, and it can range from a fatality, which is a true tragedy, to somebody's inability to use their hands or their feet or something for a period of time, which impacts their productivity or perhaps even their ability to work at all. And so that really takes away from your entire life, not just your work life.
We want them to go home the same as when they arrived. We don't want them going home with injuries. We don't want them to have down days because it's lost wages for them and it's also lost productivity for us.
The vast majority of accidents and incidents that occur on a farm could be prevented.
I am a firm believer in that farm safety is important and that we should try to protect not only ourselves but our workers as the best we can.